Hi guys. Now another way that we can use this Flippa to get ideas, or actually to see if some niches are going to work or not, is to go and see by keywords, any keywords that have been successful before, whether it's from niches or from some other options that you might find out there. What I mean is this, for example, if we look in here, this guy's got this package of websites that you can buy, and you've seen those around. You can find them in a warrior form. They always look great. They always look really nicely done, and there's 10 of them here, and they come with complete packages and sales letters and stuff like that. And look, you can buy all that for $17. That's about $1.70 each. You can get someone on Fiverr.com to put that together, maybe for 2 Fiverr gigs, or you can get an outsourcer to put that together. But what I would suggest you do first is go out and take a look. So say, for example, these berries, I don't know how to pronounce it, was acai or acai. Seen them around a lot, but when I came over here to have a look, there's very little happening here until we come down here, and I've sorted it by the actual current price here. So as we come down, there's one at 7,200, there's one at 5,900, but this is actually, if you take a look in here, it's a bunch of sites that he's got here. And what he says here as well is that he's not getting traffic from Google, that he got de-indexed. So that tells you that Google's probably out in this very competitive market, and most of his traffic is coming 86% to akaiadvisors.com direct, and that means people are typing in directly the domain. But he goes on to say it's probably coming from his YouTube videos and his podcasting. So that tells you that video marketing can work with this, and it tells you that if you want to get into that niche, it would be a good idea to find out on YouTube what videos he's got there and maybe copy or replicate them. And there's some tools that you can actually download other people's videos and upload again as you're on, but that's up to you whether you want to do that kind of thing or not. So what I mean, me looking at this, if I was personally thinking about doing something in that particular niche, I wouldn't go near it. I really wouldn't go near it. It's far too competitive. It's been oversaturated, for quite a long time. You can see some down here as we come down. This one here, January 1970, akaidiet.com. I mean, that's a missed opportunity for someone if he only managed to sell that at $300, because if he had that since 1970, then he didn't use it properly through the actual boom that was around a couple of years ago for this particular niche. He would have got more than that just by selling the domain name, probably. You can see there's not much money in here. Really, there's really not much money in this niche as far as what people are buying and selling for in Flippa. So that means the people who have got the sites that are making money are not selling, or there's been a ton of people who have done sites and never made any money from it. So I would definitely dismiss that. And as we come in here as well, we take a look at the site, and you can see at the top here, he's making about $555 a month with all those different sites. Now they look quite nice, nice and clean. As often the CPA type sites are, they are nice and clean. I wouldn't go near that niche at all. But you might find some of these packages here in the Warrior forum and think that you can do something with them. Just video marketing and stuff like that. But I like to look to see where people are getting the traffic from, how much they're making, and how easy or how difficult it would be to replicate. Here's another one, cat training for beginners. Now cat training must be popular as well. Dog training we know is popular, and you might think to yourself that's a great niche to get into, but I wouldn't get into any niche until you come over here and just check it out. So if we come in here, you can see that I've set it again for the highest sales. The private ones will never tell us how much it was sold for. And when we're coming down, we've got a dog site, dogbedsgalore.com.au, and we looked at that one earlier. That one sold for 45,000. But trying to come down to find something that is about cats, and we got this one here. Let's just take a look at it. It's a dropship site, but it only sold for $2,000, and that was 1 year ago. Registration date 2005. So either he's done a very bad job with it, or that niche is not converting properly. Now I don't think it's a terrible niche. I think it's just the way you've got to approach it. But for me, what I'm looking for when I'm in Flipping, the whole point of this system is to find things that are working for people, and to be able to nick those keywords like we just did with the electric cigarettes one. because you can actually grab the keywords as well. So let's try another one. Let's try this, digital cameras. You know, if you find one of these 10 that you could find a really good keyword for, and it made sense for you just to put something up that you could use, that you would find that you think you could find you know, a reasonable chance of getting some money from promoting the site in the campaign, then you know $17 is probably worth it just to get a nice site that looks like that, for sure. And digital cameras, nothing here for current listings. We can click here. There's 218 listings that have ended. Sort it by current price again, and we come down. Let's see if there's anything. Digital photography. Now it's giving me more ideas rather than this particular one. Elite electronics. November 2005, page rank 4th, 35,000 visits, revenue 80,000. That doesn't make sense. I can take a look at it, but it's not really what I'm looking for here. I just want to find something to see that would fit in with, yeah, this one. Just something that would fit in with these kind of sites. The whole point of doing this method is to see if we can find, you know, just get a nice looking website up really fast, within, you know, a couple hours or whatever, and you know, we can find some keywords immediately that we could target so they can buy the domain name. Camera recommends, it sold for 550, established in 2010, but what's really important is you want to find the revenue. Okay, Digicam prices, we can take a look at that one. I want to see his revenue. Now, he didn't sell it for much money, $1,000. Just look at it over here. Comparison website, easy to get plugins for that, very easy. Let's see. So it's not making any. He's talking about future revenue, and he still managed to sell it for $1,000. I mean, that's just so easy to replicate, isn't it? With the plugins available today. Quite nicely done, no? But I think essentially that's very easy to do with some of those plugins that are available these days. So not one for me, but I'm not saying that's a terrible niche. What I'm saying is, when we come in here and you can find these kind of sites, if there's something here that you could use, that you're interested in using, then this is a quick test to find out. Okay, I'm sure there are some really good digital camera sites that have sold well though. There must be. Let's take another quick look. Nothing really standing out here, which is really surprising, to be honest. So you could go into that market thinking it's, you know, you've got a great product here. You might be able to find things better by their by product names, and that's another way you can do it. But the whole point of this particular tactic or strategy is to find sales from sites that are already made, that you can sort of pre-buy really cheap. Let's see this one. Gaining weight for the skinny guy. Muscle gain, $20. That's no good. Just put gaining weight, maybe find something better. Nothing much here. See if we can get into the ended listings. Here we go. Now what I'm looking for is how much it was sold for, when it was established, and how much revenue it was making. Now I'm not seeing any revenue here right away. I mean, this is the guy who bought it or sold it, I'm not sure which, and this is how much revenue they've made buying and selling sites, I guess. So let's just go over here. I never flip sites, by the way, so I just come here for research. If I have a site I don't like, then I just redirect it. So all the link just will pass through to the new sites. Right now, so this one made 3,115 in the last 14 days, and that was back when, that was 2 months ago. He had 57 bids there. And when we go over here, what I like to do is just click on this one and right click and open in a new tab, because we get a sort of instant view when we look up here, and it's in revenue per month, page views, unique views, Alexa rank. It's got everything I need right up here in an instant. But if he's made this money in the last 14 days, how did he make that money? This is unlimited Facebook likes. I don't know what that's doing in here with gaining weight. Anyway, let's come back down. Not really finding anything in here. Anything when I'm looking at the prices here, when I'm looking over there, I'm not really finding anything. So we can try one more. Learn guitar, that's always a good one. And I did a video about a year and a half ago for actual UK rankings for these kind of keywords for learning guitar. I think it's still on the Kiss IM blog. It's well worth checking out, because there were some really great keywords came up there. I never did get around to doing anything with it though. Let's just have a look at the ended listings. Okay. Video guitar lesson website. Established January 1970, again incredible. Well, either people are not selling it from this particular niche because there is money in it. I know that for a fact. I know there's a whole ton of people making money on ClickBank with that, unless it's just a product creator who's making money. Let me just see. So this is going back to 2008, sold for 1,000. Nothing really here. I'm sure there must be better results than that. Maybe it's just coming down to specific keywords. Land guitar, PR3, 2008. Alright, let's just go back into advanced search again, because I need to know that this is a... Let's go to one listings. Put in the word camera, a property type websites, one listings, and age we'll leave that for now. What else we can put? Let's put revenue 400. So it can be from anything from CPA or from AdSense. It's looking a bit better. See, this is product name one, and he did get a fair amount of visitors there. Revenue is here 5,500. This one, digital camera, 390. He sold for. Revenue 661. Now if that's monthly, that's not too bad. So I suggest that maybe just the only way that you can really do this, I mean, Canon review, Canon X30 IS review, and basically he's saying the revenue is 500. Now if the revenue is 500, then it's kind of worth it. Let's take a look at these two. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of this as well. Nice site, by the way. That gives you ideas as well, doesn't it? You can set up some easy services, but that's another distraction that really don't need right now. So anyway, let's take a look at his stats over here. So his revenue was 11,858 per month, and this ended not sold at 2,600 was the highest bid, but he didn't sell it, so they didn't meet the actual price. Let's come down. The good thing is telling us what he would do to increase the profits. Things like compare prices. There's a few plugins that are there that could do the price comparisons. Let me see. Financial data. It's coming from Andorama.com and Amazon.com. I've never heard of Andorama, that's a good one to know. Average 574 per month. So he's got video proof of ownership and traffic stats, but these don't make sense, because if you made 187 from Andorama, why don't you put it in here? They are, okay, because it's different. Different dates, 19th to 19th and 1st to 31st, that's why. Okay, so where's your traffic coming from? Organic listings. So there's a video proof there of his analytics, so that should give us the keywords as well. Now we can go and have a deeper look and look at see what the SEM Rush stats say. If we just click in here, view extended due diligence. Let's see what's here. Position 9 for Nikon price and price Nikon. Volume 961. So that looks like most of his traffic is coming here from this particular keyword. So see what that looks like in Jaxi as well. That's the site there. Not huge amounts of content unless he's got more there. But a nice clean site. It's probably just done in one of the default themes as well. It looks a bit like a 2010 theme. Nice and clean. Yeah, okay, so let's just take a look at Jaxi, just to get an idea of if this keyword is any good. So coming back to this idea again, I think it's better if you can go really sort of sub-niche, if you can go micro-niche with this kind of thing, you know, to use these kind of sites. And it's very easy to do. I did one actually not that long ago, and it was a teeth whitening site, and what I did is I geo-targeted it for London. I think it had something like 2,400 searches per month, and I got it into the top 10. I actually just got it into the top 10, and we redirected it to another site at that point. Which kind of helped that one get into top 10, but there was some missing pieces of further optimization, off-page optimization for that particular site that we redirected it to. So you know, that's not one that I can give a really good example of, you know, how to use these sites. It was probably the only time I used one of these. And these type of sites are pre-made ones, but it did look nice. It was a really nice site. So let's go back in here. Estimated traffic would be 122 a month, and from 122 a month, let me just click on here and see how hard it would be. It is saying it's quite difficult, and a whole bunch of related keywords here, which is really good. This is one of the things I like about Jaxi. It's very good for that kind of thing. And you know, you can just click through all of these and see if you can find something. But I like to get ones that have already got the keywords there that are looking good. This is looking better. Nikon D90 price. Monthly searches and estimated traffic. Much easier to rank than that one. So there immediately is something pretty good. I wonder if we can dig deeper into this one, and this one as well. Nikon D3 100 price. So I guess you could take one of these sites like that one. Where's that camera site? Let's just take a look at it. Let's see if he's got a demo site around. No, I'm not seeing any demo site here, but that's not the end of the world, because you can see basically the way he's got that here, and you can build that out a wee bit. You can make it a lot better, and with these kind of keywords, this is really why I like Jaxie. It's so fast and it just spits these things out immediately. Saves you a whole bunch of time. There's, you know, there's 2 keywords there that would really stand out, and it would make it worthwhile to go and create pages for those. And you know, if you bought an H domain, did a 301 redirect to give yourself a boost immediately, that could work out and you could monetize quite quickly. And also with some video marketing for that kind of product as well, which you can get some really good voiceovers done on Fiverr.com, and you can put some really good images behind it as well. There's some people in Fiverr.com can do really good high quality images, but you don't want to be spending like $5 a time to get 10 quality images. There's got to be an easier way and a better way to get, you know, a whole bunch of images that you can use. And what's good about this is that it comes with a whole bunch of graphics that you can already use. So that's another benefit for these kind of sites. So, you know, I'm not knocking them. What I'm saying is use Flippa to go in and dig a bit deeper and see how you could use them properly. But that Jaxie has just been the sort of turning point of this whole idea of using those sites, in my opinion, for me anyway. So let's just try one more, the ones that's got the high traffic. Yeah, they're all coming up green lights. Not bad at all, not a bad niche. So yeah, there's an opportunity for you. I'm not going to do it, but somebody could go and do it, and that's a really great opportunity from what I can see. So anyway, I hope you got some value from this. This is just one of the things that you can do with Flippa. And the whole point with when I'm saying the sales letter that you can't really go wrong if you follow this system is if you do the kind of things that I'm doing. So you've done your research before you go ahead and do it, so that it's not just the keyword research, but you've seen what other people are making. Are they making money in that? And this guy here has shown us that he's making about 500 a month, and you know, there's money in the niche that way if he's making 500 a month. And you know, there's a site that you can go and get 10 sites for $17, so it costs you $1.70, even if it was $17 just to use one of those sites with all those images that you can use for videos and things, and get a voiceover. And if you combine it with tools like Jaxie, which I really do highly recommend, guys, it's such a good tool, then you can see the power of this system, how you can pull all that together. And you know, but without the Flippa system, you don't know if there's money in the niche, and that's just proven. If he's making 500 a month, that's a decent site. Now if you go and build 10 of them, you got $5 a month, and that's not a bad living, you know, if it's additional income. But you go and get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of them, then you're in the money big time. Okay, so I hope you got some enjoyment out of this one, and I'll see you in the next video.